Greetings, my friends, seekers of truth, wanderers of this vast and fleeting life. Imagine for a moment, you're standing at the edge of a stormy sea, waves crashing, winds howling, and yet within you, there's a stillness no tempest can touch. Is this possible? Can you find peace when the world around you trembles? I say to you, yes, it is not only possible, it is your birthright. Today, I, your humble guide, once called Siddhartha, now known as the Awakened One, will share with you the golden path to a tranquil heart. Stay with me, for these words are not mere echoes of the past, they are lanterns for your present, lighting the way through the chaos of this modern age. Let us begin with a truth so simple yet so profound. No one can grant you peace but yourself. Not the wealthiest king, not the wisest sage, only you hold the key. Are you ready to unlock it? Let's walk this path together. In this bustling existence, where days blur into nights and thoughts tangle like vines, the first step to peace is to loosen the grip of your mind. Release it from the chains of negativity, those bitter words, those sharp-tongued souls who drain your spirit. Do not cradle anger or nurse grudges, for they are like thorns you press deeper into your own flesh. Learn to let go, to forgive not for others, but for the freedom of your own soul. Envy not the fortunes of another, for their path is not yours. Accept what cannot be changed, and with that acceptance, patience will bloom. Be gentle with people, with events, with life itself. Do not judge the world through the narrow lens of your own desires, for such a view blinds you to its vastness. Too often, we drown in the shadows of yesterday, forgetting the gift of now, letting the future slip through our fingers. I ask you, my friends, to pause each day 10 minutes, no more, and reflect. Look back not with regret, but with gratitude. Let your spirit unwind amidst the rush. Walk if you can, slowly, mindfully, each step a meditation, each breath a return to peace. When your mind quiets, your body follows, restored by the simple act of being. When sorrow knocks, when dark thoughts creep in, do not invite them to stay. Push them gently out, like leaves carried off by a stream. Some burdens you cannot lift, some storms you cannot still, so why cling to them? Instead, train yourself to feel joy, to make happiness a habit. Smile at yourself in the mirror. Laugh with those around you. Let them see the light you carry. Spread that light wherever you go. If you see someone stumble, offer a hand, no gesture is too small. The joy you give returns to you tenfold, and those who brighten your days, cherish them. Spend time with them, for they are the lamps along your path. Judge less, love more, and watch how your heart grows lighter. Fame, wealth, possessions, these are but clouds passing through the sky. They vanish when you leave this world. Pain, anger, regret, they too fade. What remains is you, alone with yourself. So why not lighten your load now? When life presses hard, when words fail and complaints rise, silence is your refuge. Speak less, listen more, and in that stillness, you'll find clarity. Too much chatter drowns the beauty of quietude. Meditation, my friends, is not a posture, it's a state of being. You need not sit cross-legged beneath a tree to find it. It's the art of resting your mind, letting thoughts drift like petals on water. Live each day fully, naturally, like the grass that bends with the wind or the flowers that bloom without force. Joy makes you radiant, hatred only dims your glow. The face you wear reflects the heart within. A smile is a mirror of a happy soul, just as tears reveal a seed of sorrow. What you sow in your heart, be it kindness or resentment, you will reap in your life. If compassion fills you, forgiveness flows. If greed festers, ruin follows. You cannot shift the seasons, but you can shift your spirit. Rain falls, and you need not curse it, it spares you the sun's harsh glare. Sun shines, and you need not fear it, it lights your way. Let go of the past's ghosts, dwell not on the future's shadows. Live here, now, with an open heart. Before you act, pause if it harms, stop. This is wisdom, this is love. Now, let me share a tale to stir your hearts, a story from my wanderings, one I've carried through lifetimes to offer you today. Once, in a village nestled by a river, there lived a man named Covi. Covi was a potter, his hands rough from clay, his days long and weary. He envied the merchant across the street, whose silks gleamed and whose coins clinked. Why not me? Covi muttered, day after day, his heart soughing. One evening, his storm swept through, flooding the village. The merchant's silks floated away, his wealth scattered by the wind. Covi, though, sat safe in his simple hut, his clay pots unharmed. That night, he laughed not at the merchant's loss, but at his own foolishness. I wasted years envying what the river could claim in a moment, he said. From then on, he shaped his pots with joy, giving extras to neighbors in need. His hands stayed rough, but his heart grew soft. What did Covi learn? My friends, that clinging to envy binds you, while letting go frees you. The merchant rebuilt, Covi thrived, and the river flowed on indifferent to both. This tale whispers the truth. What you chase outside yourself, riches, praise, power slips through your grasp like sand. What you nurture within, peace, generosity, patience, stays forever. Each day, forget what weighs you down. Avoid those who pull you into darkness. As long as tomorrow dawns, hope remains. Life is brief, yet brimming with wondrous flowers that bloom, winds that sing. Give thanks for this breath, this moment. Through struggles, you learn forgiveness. Through thorns, you value kindness. Through loss, you treasure friendship. Failure teaches resilience. Success humbles you. Deceit reveals honesty's worth. Pain unveils joy's depth. To know yourself is liberation. To lose yourself in delusion is bondage. Look deeply, see your wounds, your strengths, your quiet corners. Only then can you break free from life's endless circles. Another story comes to mind. One of a woman named Mala, a weaver in a dusty town. Mala's husband left her son fell ill, and a loom broke. She wept, cursing fate, blaming the gods. One day, a month passed by, hearing her cries. He sat with her, silent, then asked, "What do you hold in your hands?" Mala looked down, nothing but tears. "Exactly," the monk said. "You clutch sorrow, but where is your loom, your son, your life?" Stunned, Mala wiped her face. She mended her loom, nursed her son, and wove again, not for riches, but for peace. The monk returned months later, finding her smiling. "I let go," she told him, "not of my son or my work, but of my anger." Mala's lesson is yours, too. Clinging to pain builds a prison. Releasing it opens the door. Do you carry stones of regret? My friends, drop them, your journey lightens. Let us stretch this teaching further. Life is a dance of opposites, joy and grief, gain and loss. To live well, forgive freely, as the ocean embraces every river, muddy or clear. When wronged, stay silent, not from weakness, but from strength. Time reveals truth, words often muddy it. Endure pain with grace, rest when weary, and grew through hardship. Cherish this fleeting existence, every sunrise, every heartbeat. Do good, not for reward, but for the happiness it brings. Happiness is fragile, chase it, and it flees. Hold it gently, and it lingers. The more you gain, the more you must carry. Fame weighs as heavy as poverty. Let go of what drags you down. Keep what lifts you up. Trust not only your eyes, sometimes they see what you wish, not what is. No matter the trials today, believe this: yesterday is gone, tomorrow will come. Live fully in this human journey. Spring fades, autumn falls, yet love endures. Now, picture a third tailor boy named Arjun, a shepherd in the hills. Arjun loved his flock, but one lamb strayed and fell into a ravine. He blamed himself, refusing to eat or sleep, lost in guilt. An old woman watched him, then called him over. "Boy," she said, "did you push the lamb off the cliff?" "No," he replied. "Then why punish yourself for what you didn't choose?" Arjun sat stunned. He returned to his sheep, lighter, wiser. Guilt, my friends, is a shadow you cast on yourself. If you've erred, mend it. If you haven't, release it. Open your heart to life. Let love bloom like a lotus, untouched by mud. Live in harmony. Harm no one, and smile at dusk, knowing you've lived well. Forget yesterday's sorrows. Shun tomorrow's loss. Today is enough. What do these stories teach us? Kavi found peace in gratitude, Mala in release, Arjun in acceptance. You too can find it by sowing seeds of joy, not thorns of spite. Think well of others, and your heart lifts. Think ill, and it sinks. Happiness thrives when you see the good in all. If someone errs, perhaps they lack what you found. Offer them kindness instead of scorn. Life's storms pass. Your calm endures. Reflect on this. Every struggle polishes you. Every tear waters growth. Every fall lifts you higher if you choose to rise. The path is yours. Will you walk it with a heavy heart or a light one? I leave you with this. Peace is not a gift from the heavens. It's a garden you tend within. Nurture it daily, and it will bloom through every season. As we close, my friends, let these words settle in your soul. Look back at your day. Where did you cling? Where did you release? Take 10 minutes tonight to sit, to breathe, to be. Walk tomorrow with softer steps. Speak with gentler words. Smile with truer joy. The world spins on, chaotic and wild, but you need not spin with it. Stand still, rooted in peace, and watch the tumult fade. This is my teaching, my gift, not to bind you, but to free you. Go forth, live lightly, love deeply, and know that awakening is not a distant dream. It's a choice you make now. Farewell, until we meet again in the silence of your own heart.